What is up? It's another episode of Dynasty Pylon. Uh, it is Combine Week, and finally, we've been waiting for this for freaking almost 2 years now.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, well, no, it's 2 years, 2 years. Um, and you were actually mentioning the fact that you don't realize that you missed something until it's gone. Is that what you're saying? Something like that?
Yeah, that's what I said last night. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
So
I've always liked the combine, but like I didn't realize how much I was into it until it wasn't there. Like it just
right,
felt
right.
so weird last year. Like this time of year, you're like, all right, combine time, and like, nope, nothing.
Yeah, no, and I think it's interesting that during this time it was basically this time last year it was nothing. Like there was just talk of how the pro days would go or coaches being moved, but there was nothing visual, nothing to look forward to, and they didn't even like really put the pro days on TV as much as they said they were going to do, which kind of
Yeah,
bummed
I
me
think they
out.
they did some of the topper like higher, and like I know they did the quarterbacks, but that was literally
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, and I wanted to see more. I really
Me
did
too.
want to see more, but they really didn't put that much out there, so I was kind of bummed. Um, but it's here now, so I'm glad the combine's here. It's definitely gonna change the way uh a lot of these, like the draft order itself, may change tonight at
hmm
4 p.m. our time, right? 4 p.m. From what I'm it could be 6 p.m. Eastern time, but I'm pretty sure it's 4 p.m. our time today. Um, so the last 2 days they got there, they've been checking in, getting evaluated, a few interviews here and there, but I mean I'm excited. Um, so the top prospects might not be there. We don't know yet. They have the choice um to show up or not. So they'll have their own pro days, which typically, I do you know the difference between the pro days and the combine, like how beneficial it is to
Well,
these to
the
these players?
combine is to me more beneficial because that's like nothing is ran by anybody they know. It's all ran by like the NFL, and it's just them coming performing. Whereas it seems like the pro days is just all set up by their coaches, by people they know. Like I know what Trevor Lawrence's was all set up by Palmer, wasn't it? Jesse Palmer or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was all set up by them, and it was set up by Clemson as well. So like,
Yeah, so like I mean, I think the pro days are important, but I feel like the players are more comfortable in the pro days because everything is controlled by them. You know
okay,
what I mean? Whereas to me,
yeah.
the combine is like you're just going up against everybody. Good luck.
See, and that's why I disagree. I think it's better for, at least for the higher prospects. I think it'd be best for just going to the pro day. And because they do essentially do the same thing, and you're in your own environment.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to travel anywhere. So I mean, let's put it this way: if you're going somewhere out of state for a job or something, like you wake up earlier than normal because you have to get ready, and then I'm pretty sure there's a line process that you have to do and then wait to your turn. Like these guys are up early,
Mm-hmm.
out of their comfort zone. Definitely not. Like let's take the receivers and quarterbacks for example. They're not throwing or receiving catches from their guys. You know what I mean? Like they have to time this out with complete
Mm-hmm.
strange
Exactly.
people.
Yeah.
So I don't think I don't think it's beneficial. I think honestly a pro day is a lot better for these guys. But again, not
But
all these guys have the luxury of that because some of these higher, bigger schools don't get that. You know what I mean? So,
mm-hmm.
in my opinion, I honestly think a pro day is better for these higher prospects. But again, it's for the smaller schools. It kind of sucks for them because they could probably be invited, but it's not like okay, it's not specifically their school.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that comes to mind when it comes to the difference between pro days and combines, and sometimes they do both. It's rare, but usually we'll see a lot of what these guys do there at the combine today. But what were you saying? There's some drama already or something like
Not
that
drama.
earlier?
No, I just said there was a story about Malik Willis already. I guess he was on his way to, I'm assuming his hotel or something, because he had his suitcase. He stopped and listened to a homeless guy playing music, and someone recorded him just hanging out with him, and then he like gave him something. So it was a pretty cool story.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't catch that.
It just
I know
says
you
a
told
lot
me.
to his, yeah, it just says a lot to his character that even when no one's looking, he's still like out there, kind of doing the right thing and helping the community.
Yeah.
So
I
I
mean,
thought that was pretty cool.
I think that's cool. I mean, I'm assuming it was like there in Indy, so kind of sightseeing or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I don't know, but he had his whole suitcase with him. Usually if I'm somewhere, I drop my suitcase
Oh, he just
off.
arrived there then, huh?
So I'm assuming he probably just got there.
Okay. All right. Well, we got some comments already. So, beat me to it. And what story we need?
Yeah, he said that's the stories we need more often. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, definitely for sure. It's not just the negative stuff, and how we judging these guys and whatnot. So, and I was just about to talk about this guy. I don't think he should show up. I honestly don't think he should show up. He's already prospected to be one of the top tiered QBs coming in. I have a little worrisome if he goes in and they kind of like evaluate him like, oh man, that's not good. They might it might hurt him. Because at the
it didn't
combine,
hurt
everything's
Burrow.
official. No, but I mean, it's just certain things like I can't. The last guy I'm trying to think. Well, didn't Alex Smith come in with small hands too? I mean, I know it was years ago when he got to the Chiefs.
I know Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, honestly, I think it's best if he just stays home. I mean, he's already
Burrow. Sorry.
Again, these guys can decide to go with it or not, but they're there. I still want to see them play. I still want to see how they do. I still want to see, especially the receivers that we're tackling today. Like that's the 100% sure that I want to see. Look, all these guys are pretty much damn near each other. Like in I'd say the same tier. I guess this class is very hard to judge right now. I mean, you got a few of them that are like, hold on. I got to turn this ringing off. Do you hear it? Do you don't hear this ringing?
No, I hear you.
No, I think it's my light, man. Is that better?
Or you're turning into Vincent Van Gogh.
No, hold on. No.
How are you going to ask me if that's better? I just told you I don't hear anything.
I don't know. Maybe because I don't want to put. I don't know. I hear it, and what's funny is when I was with Brian and Tank, they're like, "What's that sound? What's that sound?" Don't hear anything.
Tank says he doesn't hear anything either.
Well, damn. Then I guess I'll just leave it then because it's annoying to me. But whatever. I'll tough it out, I guess. But it's just like this weird ringing. I think it's the electricity. The electricity has bothered. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways. Besides that, these receivers, like we've been talking about Treylon, we'll talk about Treylon Burks today, Jameson Williamson today. God damn, I can't tell you. Jamison Williams, and then Garrett Wilson. All these guys, I'm really curious on what they will draft. Like, yeah, the what they place in the 40 time, and a lot of times people are like, oh, it's the 40 time. It doesn't really evaluate the player itself. I'm like, yeah, that's true, but the 40 time to me shows their breakaway speed. Like if they could separate themselves from a receiver, from a corner, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
These guys are big. So Treylon Burks today is who we'll be talking about shortly here is 6'3", 232. And then we talked about Drake London, who's 6'5". What was it? I don't even have Garrett Wilson was
I got him. Hold on.
Drake London was 6'5", 210.
Yep, 6'5", 210.
And Garrett Wilson was 6 foot 193. And today we'll talk about our Jameson Williams at 6'2", 189. And then
It's up with Alabama and like skinny receivers lately.
I don't know. I have
You
no
got
idea.
Waddle, who wasn't exactly, and then
It must
Davonte
be their
Smith.
talent scout there that they're just, I don't know. Question the talent guy who's bringing them in, because I don't know. That's weird.
Well, I'm not arguing they're talented. I just thought it was funny that they all seem to have like a similar build.
Yeah.
That's
so,
all.
No, and you said Davonte Smith? Is that what you're saying earlier?
Yeah, guy who won the Heisman. He was like 6'1".
Yeah, Waddle wasn't that
50.
big either. I feel
soaking wet. Yeah, and then Waddle wasn't that big either.
Yeah, so who came out of there? Wasn't there another one? Where did Rager come out of? Jalen Rager?
He might have come out of Alabama as well.
I can't remember. I know there's a bunch of guys that lately in the last couple of years, Alabama just shooting out guys offensively. But for the first time, I'm excited for one of the defensive guys, and that's Nakobe Dean. So hopefully, or not Nakobe Dean, but
he played at TCU, right? TCU, Texas Christian.
Not Nakobe or TCU. You said? Yeah,
for Jalen Rager.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about Christian Harris is who I'm kind of excited for. This is the first kind of linebacker that came out of there for that I'm kind of excited for. But so let's keep this short, I guess. We'll just dive right into Treylon Burks' his film. I know his film's pretty long, so it's like 17 minutes, but we won't watch.
Well, if he lives up to his idol and who he mirrors his game after, he could be really good in the NFL.
Talking about Treylon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he came out recently and said that he models his game after Deebo Samuel. And I was like,
you suck with names sometimes, bro.
Yeah, I know Deebo. I know his name. I just
all right. Let's put up his stats first before we actually watch some of this, or should we do video stats? I don't care.
You do video stats. That's fine.
We usually do video stats. All right. So
he's a pretty big boy.
He is 6'3", 232. Right? Is that what I said earlier? 6'3", 232. Potentially going 22nd overall in the first round, and they're saying potentially landing with the Raiders, which I can see that. Edwards did not pull through. I mean, Edwards is still on his rookie contract, so we'll see. Maybe an addition. We'll see how that goes. But freshman year, 11 games, and then sophomore 9 games, junior, so 12 years. So not officially totally a senior, but still hit 2,399 yards. That is his whole 3 years being there, and with a total of 18 touchdowns. And looks like this guy is used as a rusher.
Yeah, I know. So, I was just looking at that. I was like, he really is kind of like Deebo Samuel.
This Deebo, yeah, no, they're comparing him to Deebo Samuel. Maybe not like exactly like him, but like a cheaper version of Deebo is what they've been kind of projecting him to kind of play like. So he's kind of one of my favorites coming out. All these receivers, like I said, these top 3-4 guys, I'm excited for. Chris Olave might be something to be looking forward to, but these top 4 receivers that we've been showcasing like today and last couple of weeks, definitely one of those must grabs if he's still there in your rookie draft. So, so let me put up his video here real quick as you look over any of that stats, or if you want to read off any of that, it's up to you. I don't care.
But I mean, he's averaging 110 yards a game his last year, almost a touchdown. Well, is averaging a touchdown if you had the rushing touchdown. Those pretty good numbers. I mean, if you can translate that average to the NFL, that's a pretty stout RWR1 there.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, let's see here.
I mean, I'll take 110 yards and freaking touchdown a game. 17 points.
Yeah, for sure. So he's kind of well rounded. You know, he's not on the smaller side, and he's not huge like freaking Drake London or tight end size or anything like that. But you know, again, they're comparing him to Debo, and he's a very safe player, I would say.
He's 3 inches
Not
taller than Debo too.
Yeah,
That could be an advantage.
like
Dang,
it's not
dude's got speed.
he's got speed, but it's not like lightning speed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was only he outran these guys, but I don't think that was a really good school there. Yeah, that's me. But so let's see here. That was Texas A&M right here. I think this is the one where he throws a touchdown pass here. I can't remember where. I think it was like. So a lot of these are a bunch of like replays of the same play. So the same play, just kind of showing
Different
it again.
angles.
Yeah, different angles. So I think this is why his highlight reel is so longer. You know, the longer highlight reels is usually they're better players. For some reason, I've been noticing that the shorter highlight reels
separation.
Yeah. So this guy to me has to run a 4.4 today. He has to.
I think he's one of those people who are like deceptively fast. Like you look at him, you're like, oh, he's not gonna burn me, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh crap.
Like if he goes over, yeah, maybe it's because of his size. Maybe if he runs a 4.45, that's what I'm. There it is. That is.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh no, that's him catching again.
That's him catching it.
Yeah, because he's 16.
Yeah, so not bad. All right, so they light up Texas A&M. Let's fast forward. Let's see if I get anybody else here. Who do we got here? Ole Miss. All right. So looks like this was the beginning of the season, both with one loss. Again, he's
nice.
He's a well-rounded guy. There's nothing like crazy that spits out, but because he's so well-rounded, and I think this is why he's one of the top prospected guys, because he's like equally everything. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's got basically a little bit of everything, if not everything that you need in a receiver. The only issue is, again, how well is he going to do transitioning into the NFL, and how well is he going to do today at the Combine?
Mm-hmm.
So
you're saying he doesn't do anything like extraordinarily good or great, but like he does everything like really good.
Yeah, and I think this is why he's one of my favorites. Like he's just I would not mind getting him. Like if you gave me a choice between Drake London, Treylon Burks, Garrett Wilson, I would have a very hard time on which one to pick. But I think ultimately I might go, depending on landing spot, on which one where these guys go.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Because easily to me, we saw, look at this guy. Like this guy, like reminds me of Drake London the way he runs. Like he catches the ball and he takes off. You know, and he does what he needs to do to get down. So I mean, look at this. Use the block on the outside, gets back inside, stiff arms that guy. Like it just does what he can to get upfield. He's not just all right, I'm catching the ball and that's it. No, he'll get upfield. So
he's got your favorite stat. He's got the rack.
Yeah, he does have the yak, 100%. He plays bigger than what he actually is. Like 6'3" is big, but I feel like he plays way bigger, like Drake London stuff, or Mike Evans type. Kind of crap was that, QB? I don't know what the QB was there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Like a little bunny hop. See, look at that, man. Like he goes up for it. I like this guy. You know, you're hurting receiver. This is probably one of those guys you might want to gamble your picks on.
Well, I mean, if he's still available at my draft pick, I don't think I wouldn't second guess it.
No one cares about your draft pick. We're gonna talk about the viewers.
No one cares about your draft pick either, so you shush.
I'm just saying. I never mentioned anything about my draft pick. I'm just saying if he's still available there at your draft pick and your rookie, I would not mind taking a gamble on this guy in your first round. You know, you can always taxi these guys. You know, not all your rookies hit, so I like what I see. And I don't even need that. I really don't need to see any more.
Yeah. There's his rush. Oh, dang. Look at that. That is very Debo-like.
Yeah.
I think that would intrigue me the most is like, you don't see, there's not a lot of these other receivers that also run the ball too.
No, you don't. And that's the thing. He's very versatile. Like, you know, the way they use Debo in San Fran, could Treylon Burks do the same thing? Like, what if this guy ends up? Oh, dropped it. Still got it though. But you can still see this guy in the backfield potentially go for a couple of rushes in the back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
whether it's a receiver, end around, or just lining them up back there.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's Antonio Gibson, receiver turned running back, but
no.
I think he's. I don't even
think that was a fumble. I think that was a touchdown.
Yeah, it was, but I think the fact that he still went after it, thinking it was fumble.
But the thing that intrigues me though is like we've said 100 times on our show, like the NFL it's a copycat league, and I think all these people are going to see what Debo did this past year. Like I already heard Washington people talking about, oh, Curtis Samuel's going to take on a Debo-esque like role next year and stuff like that. And then if you were able to get this guy and someone brings him in and turns him into that, I feel like the potential for fantasy points just skyrockets even more. Because not only can he be the number one receiver, but you're going to line him up in the backfield like Debo. That's going to get him extra touches.
Right. I want to see how he does against.
And he clearly has the explosion to like make big plays.
Is that all LSU? Is that the only LSU clip? I wanted to see him going against Stingley. But that was like the only LSU. The DB we covered, the number one DB.
LSU.
I want to see. Yeah. I wanted to see if they would compare some of these guys, but they only played
since both of these guys are SEC guys.
Yeah.
By the way, Tank messaged us. We got kicked off YouTube.
Did we?
Yeah, he said we're still live on Facebook, though.
Okay, well, hey. I think it's because of these stupid CBS things at the top.
Could be.
I don't know. Are we officially off of YouTube for sure?
I don't know. He said hopefully he comes back soon. He just sent a picture with it saying stream unavailable.
Whatever. Oh,
we're still good on Facebook, though. We're still good on Facebook.
That's fine. What's usually what I'll do is I'll more than likely. Oh damn! More than likely, what I'll do is I'll cut this up and put it into Facebook.
Braden messaged me too.
I'll cover up all the CBS stuff. You know, we're gonna get this throughout the rookie things. I don't care.
Well, it's weird though. I don't think this has happened on the other ones that we showed.
No, but we'll put that.
What can you do?
So, yeah, I don't know. All right, well, that's it. I mean, we got 11 likes, and then that was it. Let me see if it goes back up. No, it says you're live here.
It might have come back on.
I would hope so.
It's kind of like the Madden thing for like a minute we got kicked off and then it was like it let us back on.
Probably.
Could be one of those things where it jumped the gun, and then all of a sudden it was like, "Oh, our bad."
Yeah. Well, I was gonna end it soon, and then yeah, there it is. It's not even showing. It's not popping up. It's fine. So here's what I'll do. I'll edit this later, and then we'll do our thing, and I'll put the smaller video of it, but it's all good. All right, so that was Treylon Burks. I mean, so I just erased it all the stats I had on him. Treylon Burks, 6'3", 232. Again, potentially going to Las Vegas. I don't need to see any more.
Him with Hunter Renfrow. Oof.
I think it would be a good fit. I really think it'd be a really good fit. Just two different weapons. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, exactly.
So, are we back on YouTube? Our freaking thing just skyrocketed from 2 to 3, or 2 to 6 people. I don't know.
I just looked at it and we had almost 20 likes already on the YouTube video.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Oh. Should we?
We reached too many people. They shut us down.
All right, so let's push forward. It's fine. Let's go with Jameson Williams. All right, so again, the fourth guy, our fourth prospected rookie that coming out of Alabama. Yeah, we're back, and there we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're back. All right. Thanks, YouTube.
The gurus are getting too powerful. I like it.
It's fine. I'll edit that crap later somehow, put it up there. Anyways, so like I said, Treylon Burks, if you missed it, look, I don't need to see much of him. He's really good. I think he potentially could be the easily number one wide receiver taken. And yes, we are. We're back. But yeah, no, it's the thing is, when I'm looking at Drake London, I like how big he is, and he fights for yardage. Treylon Burks is a little bit of both, and he does all of that in one. So I don't think I would not hesitate to take Treylon Burks over Drake London, or Drake London over him. But I think if I were to choose one of them, depending on, again, it would ultimately depend on landing spot today, or landing spot in the draft, and also from what today. So let's push forward. And unless you have anything on Treylon Burks?
Well, I was just gonna say, also comparing, London and Burke, I feel like London in the real NFL draft will go higher, which means he's gonna probably land on a team that's not quite as good as possibly Burke, because I think he'll go a little bit later. And I think I think Burke will end up being on a better team, which would translate possibly to more fantasy points, in my opinion.
And just go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying that I'm pretty much done now.
Okay.
I was going to say. I'm not going to lie.
out of just talking about how, with the Cardinals situation and how small Kyler Murray is, like, if Drake London went to Arizona, I think that would be awesome.
Oh, you pair him with D-Hop?
He's just so small. Like, you have two giant targets out there, man. It would be great. But yeah, anyway, so let's push forward. Like I said, Jameson Williams out of Alabama, 6'2", 189.
Combine starts today, 4 p.m. our time, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yes. Yeah.
So
later this afternoon.
Later tonight, yeah.
Yeah, so we're just kind of talking about it right now, kind of getting the flow of it. We were supposed to do this yesterday, but life and just kind of like just puts you in weird situations. So, but anyways, Jameson Williams out of Alabama.
This guy's numbers, whew.
So yeah, this guy's numbers is different. So you see how you see the two underneath, like under career. So I don't know if you did any research on Jameson Williams. Did you? Anything?
I did.
Anything interesting? that you found out? Because I'm about to lay it out. Like, unless
All right,
you want to talk
lay it
about
out. No, you
it.
can lay it
Okay.
out.
He was not always at Alabama the whole time. Did you know that?
Is it a transfer?
Yes, from Ohio State, which
Hmm?
is weird. Because coming from Ohio State and then going to Alabama, it's like, why? You're going to a much harder school, a bigger school, potentially not play. The reason he left Ohio was because I guess he wasn't getting enough playing time, enough reps. He knew what he could do, so he left to go to Alabama, which makes no sense in a state of mind. It's like, why would you go to Alabama? But for him, it was the best move, and obviously, um, in that single season, he hit 1,500 yards.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
Good for Jameson, because that went from 100 to 150 yards at Ohio and which, by the way, Justin Fields was his QB at the time, but he was like number 4 receiver. He wasn't the third. There was someone else, I can't remember who was above him. He just didn't get any playing time, so he left Alabama and became obviously their number 1. Now, unfortunately, I think he did have an ACL injury.
Yeah, the
I think.
championship game. Yeah.
Yeah, so that might hurt his draft capital, but if would you still gamble on him?
I think I would. I mean, what's the worst you can do? Put him in taxi squad for a year while he still rehabs, maybe gets used to the NFL, and then maybe his
Right.
sophomore year he explodes, and you can be
Right.
like, "Ha, I have him."
So,
Well, I think with his injury, he's more likely to maybe slide in like a rookie draft.
right. So, it's I still would take him. I wouldn't hesitate to I still would take him. I think with his skills and his abilities, he would definitely be a really good slot receiver. Even though he probably doesn't play that typically, but in today's NFL, you never know where they're going to put you. I mean, so let's see if we can push through this one without getting in trouble. If not, we'll figure it out. I mean, we'll get kicked out. We'll come back and we'll talk about them. But so here we are. We're starting off with Ohio State, and there you go. See, Justin Fields is his QB. There you go. What was his stats there that we had? 4 games, 6 games. Yeah. One of the 10 games that he had there at Ohio State. So other than that though, he's got some speed, man. He's got some speed. I like what he did, even though over that short period of time there in Ohio State, he still put himself as a valuable receiver, valuable weapon there. But once he got to Alabama, things just went flying, like skyrocketing. Here he is. They're starting the Alabama's clips right there. Let's see, Aiden West. What's up, guy? What's going on? I can't see this comment, man. It's not letting me go down. Can you see it?
Do you know any way to watch the combine? Actually, yes. If you get the NFL thing for $10, you can watch everything. Did you know that, Martin?
No, I didn't. Because I got NFLHD.TV, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If you get NHL.TV for $10, you can watch every event at the combine.
Look, if you was that a plugin? My bad, dude. I didn't know that was a plugin or not. I thought you were talking about something else. In the description below, there's it's NFL.hd.tv. I can't even say it right. You click on that, go in there. It's like I think you get it for for the month or something. I get the whole season pass for $50, and you could watch the whole season. You could watch Red Zone, but I mean, I just renew it. I mean, if this is the only sport you watch, or maybe it's not a sport, there's other sports there. They got Nickelodeon on there too, so They got a little bit of everything. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with my comments, man. But if not, it's on NFL Network if you don't happen to have cable or any of that good stuff in order to watch NFL Network. But it's definitely on there. It's going to be 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I believe 3 p.m. West Coast, like California-ish. And then East Coast would be 6 p.m. And depending if you're mid, it would be 5. So,
well, I don't know. Are you sure it's not Eastern time? Because I feel like
or maybe it is.
Because it says 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. And I'm like, that's kind of late.
Look it up real quick. My comments, I can't scroll down to the bottom one. So Lazy Pie, I can't see that comment, dude. I see the name, but I can't click on it. You're gonna.
Oh, it's just want to be famous thing.
Oh yeah, I want to be famous.
Yeah, I want to be famous. Let's buy viewers. Let's do it.
Let's see.
I don't think we're quite at that level yet where we're buying viewers.
No.
One day.
Get out of here, bro. We are completely like speed. That's all I see, man. I'm not trying to ignore him.
Well, when you see a guy who's 6'2" and 189 pounds, I would hope he has speed.
This guy replaced Calvin Ridley in Alabama.
Oh, we're off again.
All right.
Second infraction. This one doesn't even have. I don't even see anything.
All right, let's take it down.
Never even happened before. It's so weird.
No, I think it's because we're getting into the higher players now. So now it's like, all right, well, but we
showed a highlight reel of who should probably go number 2 in the draft. And that because he was defense. No one cares about defense.
Yeah, no one cares about defense. All right, so next year we'll take a different approach to this, I guess. I mean, but if you're on Facebook and Twitch, well then, hey, what's up? Man, we're still doing this. But look, Jameson Williams did the right career path move. He went from Ohio State to Alabama, got more playing time, definitely put himself in a much better spot, and now is definitely going to be in a higher. He's going to make his way in the NFL. If he would have stayed at Ohio State, God knows what he wouldn't. He probably wouldn't even be here. He probably wouldn't even be, anywhere close to being in the NFL. I don't know. Maybe. We don't know. But the amount of playing time that it looked like when he was at Ohio State, it didn't look like they were looking at him that highly. So let's throw stats up back again, and we'll just.
I think our day is going to be Saturday.
What are you talking?
Saturday's defensive linemen and linebackers.
I'm actually looking forward to tomorrow. I like my running backs. But yeah.
Today's like the big offensive day. Tight ends, QBs, wideouts.
Yeah, linebackers are definitely fun to watch. Unfortunately, I will have to be recording that because I'll be gone this week.
I don't understand. Sunday they put place kickers as defensive backs.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Why are we ending it on that? So weird.
It's because nobody cares about him. Whatever, who cares? So, anyways, yeah. Again, like I said earlier, it was the best move that he made from going from Ohio State to Alabama. Considering the fact that he wasn't playing there in Ohio State much, going to Alabama, got himself in a much better position. Definitely made a name for himself, and definitely potentially made NFL teams now look at him rather than just seeing what the little potential that they were giving him in Ohio State. It's crazy to see that one guy makes this decision and his career just boosts through the roof. Had he stayed in Ohio State, he probably would have been like day 4, day 5 draft prospect rather than day 1, day 2. So definitely makes a big change, especially.
You remind me of. You reminded me of Devonta Smith. Like Waddle was the number 1, and then he sits out because of COVID, and then Devonta Smith just takes over, wins the Heisman.
Yeah,
it's kind of like his kind of. I mean, he didn't win the Heisman, but he's got some pretty crazy numbers, man.
Yeah, he does.
15 touchdowns, 1,500 yards. That's nuts.
Yeah, he was averaging freaking a touchdown a game almost. So I'm looking at this, and he's projected to be the 25th overall pick to Buffalo. Interesting to see that. Buffalo could potentially use him because Emmanuel Sanders is out, right? And Beasley, I don't think he should be out pretty soon, right? He's got another year or so left, or if not, they renewed it. I can't remember, but you have Diggs, Gabriel Davis, and add Jameson Williams in there. I think it'd be a really good fit for him to, become that new number 2, potentially new number 1 with Gabriel Davis. As we saw, Gabriel Davis definitely made his mark there in the playoffs. So, it takes time, man. It really does take time. And hey, what's up, man?
He's an Arsenal fan apparently.
Okay, well, that's cool, man.
Premier League soccer.
That's cool. Hey, not my cup of tea, but not my cup of tea. I honestly, I only watch it every 4 years. But hey, look, yeah, it's definitely what I'm looking at is Jameson Williams. I honestly say Jamison Williams has definitely made the best career move, and today we're going to see him in the combine. Again, these guys at minimum, I feel like they need to run at least a 4.5 in their 40. If they don't anything higher than 4.5, I don't think they make it in the NFL. Because I feel like at that point it's like, okay, well, you have to like have that separation speed, and if you don't have it to separate yourself from the DB, it's going to be a really rough career for you, and you potentially might not even actually start anywhere. So that and the cone drill is always fun to watch, like seeing how well they can move and maneuver through routes and whatnot. But as you said, linebackers for sure is our day on Saturday to watch. I like to see the 3 cone drill and the pursuit drill for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, yeah, nothing too crazy today. You got any last final thoughts of these two guys? Treylon Burks, Jameson Williams.
I think they'll both transition pretty well to the NFL.
So of the 4, how would you rank them?
I think I like Burke number 1. I like London number 2. And then Garrett Wilson number 3.
And James Williams number 4. You have the same order I do.
Williams needs to put some pounds on, man. He's going to get hit once. I think I said the same thing about,
but
I think I hit the same thing about Smith and Waddle. I was like, they're going to get hit once, and they're going to like regret their decision to play in the NFL.
Yeah, but Davonte Smith, he still did not too bad of a rookie year, to be honest. So let's see. I'm gonna pull up, or I'm gonna see what he actually had. But I don't think he did all that bad this season. Davonte Smith. Let's see here.
No, he didn't do bad. He did pretty good.
For a rookie, this is what I expect. Let's see.
Yeah, but I mean, Jamar Chase is a rookie, and look what that guy did.
Yeah, but okay. So here's the thing, though, about Jamar Chase and JJ. Both out of LSU. We've been spoiled with these back-to-back years of top, receiver 1 rookies. It was not like that before.
Yeah.
Think about that. So here's what Devonta Smith did. He was targeted 104 times and received 64 of those. So, could work on that.
That's not maybe 60% of the time. Ball's your way, only you catch it.
I mean, I've seen worse.
But I've seen worse too, but when you're thinking top prospect, number 1 wide receiver, You want that to be a little higher, I'd say.
Yeah, but you got to think about the Eagles. Their whole thing is I don't even want to. Trust me. I have Miles Sanders there, and I don't even like the fact that he's there. I don't know what the Eagles are doing. I hate what they're doing, and I need things to move and change. If Sanders goes somewhere else, I guarantee you to be a lot better. But anyways, he had a total of 916 yards, and yards per catch was 14 yards, and he only had 5 touchdowns. And he had 1 fumble, and he lost one of those. I'm just saying, like, as a rookie, being 6 foot 170, which is not that different from Jameson Williams, 6'2", 189. Like, I guess never mind when I put it that way. There's 20 pounds difference and 2 inches there. But so let's take a smaller guy who did put those numbers and then put Jameson Williams, who came from the same school. There's some hope yet, man. There's some hope.
Oh, I'm not saying he's gonna be bad. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Out of all the guys we've done so far, I feel like most of them have multiple dimensions. But even you were watching Williams tape, and you're like, I see speed. That's all you said, and that's all you said. Like, that's what your analysis was.
No, and then you're absolutely right.
There's nothing wrong. Look at Deshaun Jackson. All he basically was speed, but he had a pretty good career, I'd say.
All right. Ultimately, if you really want my actual analysis of Jameson Williams, he's quick, he's agile, he's got speed. He could probably be a really good kick returner, punt returner. And again, if he puts on some weight, that'd be great. But look at Davonte Smith. Davonte Smith is one of those guys that it's like, okay, well, this guy's the outlier. I honestly see this guy taking it to the house on a kick return a couple times a season. Mm-hmm. He's fast. But again, that's just from what I'm viewing off the film. He's making these spin moves. He's not Kadarius Toney, because that guy can definitely break your ankles. But he's got moves. Jameson Williams is probably going to go in today, and if he needs to run a 4-3 at least, or 4-4. If he's not running a 4-4, I don't know if the NFL is going to take him like that. Like, he needs to be that quickness. Like, he's a kick returner on Alabama for a reason. Alabama's a very good school, and they usually know what to do with their players. Mm-hmm. So if he was kick returner for them, I think he'll be just fine. I wouldn't be surprised if we watch him today. If he is there today, mind me, if he puts up a 4-4. I think that'll help him compete with Drake London and Treylon Burks and Garrett Wilson. But again, if I'm sitting in my rookie draft and those other 3 receivers are gone, I would not hesitate to draft this guy either. Just saying.
Oh, I would. Again, I'm sure he'll probably be the one I get. I don't really need a receiver, but I do like punt return, kick returner guys. I have like 5 of them on my team.
So yeah. Anyways, I definitely see this guy definitely being a game changer at some point. At some point, these guys are like, who knows? 3 years from now, Drake London's a tight end.
Right.
He's so big. We don't know. Anyways, that's it. We'll see if I can edit any of this and put some of it on.
But one last thing though, when I say I know I joke around and say, oh, when they're that small and they get one hit. But the main reason why I say these people need to add pounds or get a little bit bigger is if they want to maintain a career in the NFL, like, they're going to get hit. And if you're that small, the chances of a severe injury, to me, just go higher. Because when you're that small, you're going to get hit like 10 times. Eventually, something might break because there's only so much that your body can take before it's like, we're done.
Yeah. No, and I think you're right. You're right.
So it's more so to like stay healthy and stay safe more than it is like, oh, he just needs to bulk up. Like, obviously some people do, some people don't. But I think if you're going to have a longer career in the NFL, you got to get healthier, stronger. You know what I mean? Especially when you're in the NFL and you got the top, athletes in the world hitting you. It's going to be a lot different than college.
So tell me, as a typical receiver, what is your ideal receiver? I'm not
Like,
saying like number wise or person like as a NFL like. All right, I'll give you mine. I like the guys around 6'2", 210,
I hate you. That's exactly
205
what was in my head.
as a
I
receiver.
was like 6'2", 210. I'm not even kidding you. That's what was in my head. And you're like, I'm gonna go first. I was like, dang it, he's gonna say what I said. I just know it.
I just feel like that is you're not freaking massive. You're not like this huge guy,
Yeah,
like tight
I
end
agree.
6'6", 6'7". You're still a tall threat, and you still got some body weight on you that you can if needed you can truck a DB or two.
Yeah.
Not everyone is Julio Jones in his prime. Okay, not
But I mean,
everyone can bust or Debo.
even look at Terry
These guys.
McLaurin. He was like 6 foot, like 180 something when he came in. He's already up to 6 foot 210. Like he's
Yeah.
already got up 10, 20 pounds. And I think that's good. That's an awesome. Like that'll help you have longevity. That'll help you stay healthy. That'll help you absorb the hits more.
Yeah. There is one guy I'm actually kind of curious on seeing, and I know we won't ever cover him just because we're doing like top fives or whatever. There is what is his name? I know I can't remember his first name, but his last name he's DJ Moore's little brother. I don't know if you knew he's in the I can't think of his name for the life of me right now. Let me see if I can actually see it. But he's coming in today, or I think he should be coming in today. I don't know. CJ Moore, DJ Moore. That's Elijah Moore. Yeah, I can't find it, dude. But I know he's actually showing up to the combine. Watch, I'm gonna find it after the show, and then I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that's the guy.
It's usually what happens.
Yeah. Did you find anything there on your end?
Is it CJ Moore?
Is it CJ? No.
Moore has an identical twin brother.
Is it really CJ Moore?
Oh,
I said CJ Moore. And, because it's Elijah Moore's for the Jets, and they're not related, are they?
No, AJ Moore. That's his identical twin brother.
I'm looking at DJ Moore, David James Moore.
That's DJ.
Okay. Yeah, I know. And then I look at siblings. It says Eddie Moore. Is that it? Eddie Moore? That's probably it. But he should be in today's combine today. Anyways, we'll look more into it. By next show, we'll for sure know. But other than that, though, I got nothing else, man. Just want to talk about these two receivers and then continue on and see what brings on today. Did you want to say anything else besides before we close out?
DJ Moore's the youngest. Because he's the youngest of his family.
I don't think so.
Says he has 2 siblings who are very much older than him.
I don't know. I'm going to do some more search on that, but I think we'll find out.
Hey, I'm reading a DJ Moore bio, okay?
All right. Well, look. Anyways, I'm going to dig into this.
Someone
has a brother, and it's not Dalvin Cook either. I know Dalvin Cook's little brother for sure. That one is for sure 100%. James Cook, he's Dalvin Cook's little brother is going in there tomorrow. That I know that for sure. But I'll look into more of DJ Moore's little thing there. But anyways, it should be fun. I'm glad that we actually get to see a little bit.
Are you thinking of DK Metcalf?
He has a sibling?
Yeah, no, I mean, he's older. He was born in the 70s. I don't know.
And Brandon says Cam Hayward's bro is there. Nice. That should be Saturday? So that should be cool. All right, well, that's it, man. You got I'm going to close it out. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. So, anyways, thanks for watching. It was on and off the air show today.
Yes, on and off today.
We'll see if I can maybe scrangle whatever was said earlier and put it into some type of video later on. But if not, look, ultimately, Treylon Burks is probably, in my opinion, probably the best receiver coming in. He's the safest. He's got height. He's got weight. He's got skills. The only issue is that from what I've heard, is that he's dropping balls, but it's not that bad. But that could always be fixed, like just
Jamar
practice,
Chase.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like they drop balls. It's whatever. It's not like that can't be untaught. Like you could teach how to catch better. I don't know. Maybe he needs a new pair of gloves. I don't know. Maybe Alabama's giving him some crap gloves there. We don't know. But other than that, though, he's definitely one of the best ones there. All right, what do we got? I'll get this one. Regarding QB Kenny Pickett having small hands and is a concern in the ball control situation. We all remember the tuck rule. Yes, ball protection, control, quick release. As a rookie, young player, he'll obviously struggle early. Yeah, no, honestly, all these QBs, they're gonna struggle. These guys aren't that great. They're not. They're like they have potential to do better, but this class is not that. It's not as special, okay, as much as the other years. Kenny Pickett is probably the best one, or there's argument Sam Howell's the best one. There's argument that Malik Willis is the best one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Zappy, no. Carson Strong, no. Okay, but the other
let's put it in perspective like this: if these quarterbacks were in last year's draft or next year's draft, they'd be lucky to be second rounders.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I mean, let's say Trevor Lawrence was first one off, and then 3 picks later was freaking Lance. 7 picks later after that was Fields. So it's like there's a difference. These QBs won't go until like maybe later in the rounds, maybe in the 20s, second round for sure. But Kenny Pickett's definitely it's gonna be an issue. But we'll see how it goes. Will they somehow? He'll figure it out. They always do. If not, we might see another Josh Rosen on our hands. And I'm not saying because of hands. I'm just saying that was not planned. I don't know how I said that. I'm just saying like it is. Josh Rosen was a first rounder.
Well, he was supposed to be almost anybody. Sam Darnold. He was
supposed to be great. He was supposed to be great, and turns out he wasn't. So we'll see.
Sam Darnold averages a fumble and a pick a game. So,
anyways, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm excited though. We have a couple more hours left until they start doing their shenanigans with the receivers and the QBs, and we'll see who shows up. Sometimes if these guys are higher in the draft and they know they're higher in the draft projections, they sometimes don't show up, risking knowing that I'm at a good spot. I don't want to risk going here, or maybe I'll just wait for my pro day. It's usually what happens. But anyways, that'll do it for our show. This is Dynasty Pylon. That's my good friend Mark. I'm Martin, and good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you're at. Thanks for watching. We will continue doing these more rookie prospects as we move along and throughout the draft, and hopefully we have some more fun with mock drafts on different formats.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, those should be fun, especially once the defensive players definitely show. All right, have a good night, guys.
All right, later.
Getting hyped when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. I was born and when I watched me elevate.